Hey Canucks fans, welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary for Thursday, August the 9th. I'm Clay Emo at Canuck Clay on Twitter, I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram, and I'm a founding member of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. I want to thank you for the great feedback I received to the launch of my new mini-series that I started yesterday called Cool Canucks Experiences. I know it's not the best title ever, but work with me here. And in essence, over the next 3 weeks, I'm going to be sharing 9 or 10 stories of ways or reasons why I'm a huge Canucks fan. Not just because of what the team does on the ice, but rather these are going to be stories about interactions I've had with players, opportunities I've had to work with Canucks personnel to express my fandom creatively, and in essence, all adding to why I'm such a big Vancouver Canucks fan. So yesterday I talked about the time I got to play the organ before a game, and I got to sit in the tech booth for the first period of a game, press a couple buttons, make a couple things appear on the Jumbotron, including the goal horn and blaring that, which was kind of cool. Today I'm going to talk about Vancouver Canucks music, and in particular, my love for writing songs for the Vancouver Canucks, about the Vancouver Canucks, including some parody songs. Now, I rarely sing in my videos, and there's a good reason for that. I want people to actually watch them and listen to them. However, I do almost all the writing when it comes to lyrics and when it comes to composing the music. So let's talk about Vancouver Canucks songs. I have a playlist of 29 songs on my YouTube channel, and I encourage you to listen to it or to watch it, all 29. It might take you a couple days, and I apologize for the time you're not going to get back. But if you love music and you love the Vancouver Canucks, then I'm most confident that you really enjoy the playlist. So there's 29 songs in there, and when I write Canucks music, it's a way for me to express my fandom in a creative way. Our most recent song was a tribute to the Sedins back in April, and it was done to Coldplay's Fix You, and we called it Thank You. So that was my most recent song. The first song was 8 years ago, Christmas 2010, where we did the 12 days of Canucks Christmas, and we did a little fun video with a bunch of friends of mine in my living room around the piano and around the guitar, so to speak, and we did our first of about 6 or 7 Christmas carols at that time. The songs range from, like I said, Christmas carols to farewell songs to playoff anthems, and the styles range from R&B to rock ballads to even Broadway, Broadway hits or Broadway favorites, whatever it may be. Sometimes we sing about the players, sometimes we sing about coaches. We've even done songs about management, including a trifecta when Willie Desjardins, Jim Benning, and Trevor Linden all came to the club within 3 months of each other. We've had Michael Jackson impersonators, we've had foreign exchange students. There's a really nice mix of guests and of styles on this playlist. And sometimes we do live music. You know, when I started to do these videos, it was mostly me at the piano with a couple singers, and it was kind of hokey. But it was very low key, and that was the point. It was supposed to be a very raw, almost unplugged feel. You know, just a couple of friends sitting around a piano, singing songs about their favorite hockey team, which was kind of unique at the time, 8 years ago when I first started doing this. As time has progressed, you know, depending on who I'm working with or what kind of vibe I want to give off, we've gone with more professional lighting, professional sound, professional recording equipment. So I kind of do a bit of both. Sometimes we'll do the quick, almost one-take wonder like I do with these videos, and other times we'll spend a couple days editing and producing, depending on what we want to do. It really kind of depends on the vibe that we want to send out. When you look at these videos, I'm very proud of all of them. Some more so than others. I think some are really good and done really well and written really well. Others are really cringy, kind of the type where I watch them now and I say, what was I thinking at the time? But hey, it doesn't matter. I've never been afraid to put myself out there, especially when it comes to expressing my love for the Vancouver Canucks. Being blessed to work with some really, really talented people, people that are much better singers, like I said, than I am. That's why they sing the videos and I don't. But 3 in particular that I want to mention are Marie Huey, Ariel Tuliel, and Jason Emo, who's my brother, who's celebrating his birthday today. So happy 42nd birthday, Jason. With Marie, amazing singer. We know her as the Vancouver Whitecaps anthem singer since their comeback since many years ago, maybe 6 or 7 years ago. She sung the anthem at the Vancouver Canucks games many times, and she's in a couple local bands, and she's pursuing music full time now, and she's self-employed and doing a lot of music with her bands. amazing. I've raved about her before, and she can sing anything. And one of the coolest things is when I write up lyrics and I show it to her, and she sings them for the first time. And it's so corny, right? It's lyrics to about a Vancouver Canucks hockey team, but done to a popular song. And the very first time she sings it, she nails it, and it's really cool. And it's one of the best feelings, actually. And it brings me great joy. And that's why I asked Marie to be in so many videos, and not just because she's so good and so talented and so amazing, but because we are really, really good friends as well. And I've known her for, gosh, almost 20 years now through my church community is how we first started. So that's Marie Huey. Ariel Tuliao, someone I met more recently, maybe in the last 5 or 6 years. A dynamic actress, singer, and dancer. Very talented, triple threat, so to speak, very talented. She's also done anthems, Whitecaps, Vancouver Canadians, and of course with the Vancouver Canucks. And with Ariel, a couple of really cool experiences. Well, one I want to talk about is we actually shot a commercial together for Lazy Boy, and we did a parody to Iggy Azalea, I can't even say her name, Iggy Azalea's song Fancy, and we did it to Comfy, and we sang and rapped about watching the Vancouver Canucks from the comfort of a Lazy Boy couch. So that was really cool. So Ariel has also appeared in a lot of these videos, really fantastic and fun person, and have a lot of fun working with her as well. Then the third I wanted to mention was my brother Jason. Again, happy birthday to Jay. And he's the one, he's so humble, he doesn't want to appear in any of these videos, but he, especially when it comes to, you know, he'll often give his opinion when it comes to lyrics, and certainly when it comes to the more produced type videos, the time where I need background tracks, or I need to, you know, have music done professionally, you know, layered and with editing as opposed to just one shot from the piano, then my brother always comes to the rescue and is always very willing to help me. And like I said, he is also very witty and knows a lot about the team, so he often helps me with my lyrics or helps me refine the lyrics before we go final. So many other great people I've worked with, guys like Joseph and Patrick and Andrew and Chris and Jason and Augie and even my sons, Kevin. Many great people that I've worked with, but I did want to mention Marie, Ariel, and Jason in particular. Okay, a couple more things. I'm just looking at my cheat sheet here. Of all these songs too, I've been blessed to work with the Canucks themselves directly on 4 songs, and that means using their video equipment, their lighting guys, their camera, their sound mixing, whatever, and their editing and their marketing. And 3 of them were Canucks Christmas carols. 2 of them were of the similar vibe, where it was me and Marie, me at the piano and Marie singing songs, you know, adapting lyrics to Christmas carols, popular Christmas carols about the Canucks. So we did that in 2014, and we recently did it again in 2017. And I'll put those links, you know, down below. They're part of the playlist, but I'll put those ones separately. And then the 2015 Christmas Carol was a lot of fun, which I'll actually jump to in a second. So there's the 2014, 2017 Christmas Carol, the 2015, which I'll talk about. And then also I wrote a rap song for Bo Horvat, done to Bruno Mars' 24K Magic. This is 53 Horvat Magic, and had a lot of fun with this. They actually played this for him on TV, which I'll get to in a second. And yeah, it was pretty cool that I'm not the best rapper, as you'll hear. I'll put that link below. But it was a lot of fun, and the Canucks actually took that song, took that audio recording, and made a music video to it, a quick 90-second video, and they played that both on TV and in the arena, which is really cool. And that song is actually part of the loop that you can hear of music when you walk up to Rogers Arena. So that's a really cool thrill as well. And then for all these things, I don't do it because I like to see my, despite these videos, it's not like I like to see myself on camera all the time, or I like to hear my voice. Rather, I just love to do fun things for the Vancouver Canucks. Okay, I want to wind up this video talking about the 2015 Christmas rap video. So we did a mix of, these are a few of my favorite things, and then moving into Run DMC's Christmas and Hollis. And it was me. I did a bit of rapping, but not really actually. I was just in the background, kind of on the cool Famboni thing. I'll put the link below. My brother Jason produced it. Marie did this majority of the singing, and Ariel did the majority of the rapping. We actually, for this video, we actually worked with Ben Hutton and Jake Vertanen. So remember, this was December 2015, so I think this was both of their rookie years. And I don't think they just made them come in the song because they're rookies. Rather, I look at it as the other way, is hopefully that Hutton, and especially Vertanen, will still be big pieces of the Canucks going forward. And the Canucks, I like to think strategically, asked Ben and Jake to be in this video, or maybe they're the last ones out of the locker room and they grabbed it, but it doesn't matter. They're in the video and you can see them, they're dancing and they're having a good time, and they're a pleasure to work with. And we also mentioned Hutton and Vertanen's name in the song directly. Maybe that's why they got them strategically. Whatever it is, you'll see them in the background. Actually, they're in front of me at least, but they're behind Marie and Ariel. They're dancing and pantomiming some of the lyrics, and we had a great time. We shot that scene maybe about 5 or 6 times from start to finish, and their dance moves slowly improved as we went on. And it was a really, really wonderful experience. It's really too bad, actually, the Canucks were playing really poorly at that time, the Christmas of 2015, because I find that the reception to these songs really go with how well the team is doing. So if the team's doing well, people love the parody songs. If the team isn't doing well, they're saying, oh, this is a waste of time. Maybe they should spend more time learning how to play hockey than appearing in these music videos. You know, a bunch of silly stuff. It doesn't sweat me at all, but really it's actually quite fascinating and quite predictable that the better the team is doing, the better the reaction is to these videos. So anyways, we do this video. It gets played on Sportsnet and it gets played on Hockey Night in Canada after hours. Twice actually. Ben Hutton was a guest, and then Jake Vertanen was a guest a couple weeks later. So both times they played it, and Scott Oak both times butchered my last name, but it doesn't matter. But it's really cool that they played this video on TV, and they went to Ben Hutton and Jake Vertanen for their reactions on what they thought of their performance in the video. So that was another very cool experience. Lastly, I just want to talk about you know, the art of writing a good parody song. I'm not an expert, but after 8 years of doing this and getting mostly good feedback, my love for parody music, I think, started because I was a big Weird Al Yankovic fan when I was growing up as a youngster in elementary school. I would, you know, remember the words to Eat It and Fat and Like a Surgeon and all his very first hits. And then I basically would write up these lyrics whenever I could. And when it came to being, you know, doing these Canucks videos, it seemed to be a natural fit. So there's a couple last things I wanted to, you know, key points. I think if you're a music lover or if you're a writer, you'd appreciate this. When it comes to writing a good parody song, obviously you shouldn't stray too far from the original song. It's got to be recognizable as a parody of the original. So that means not straying too far from the title. You need to be able to recognize it. And I think it really comes down to lyrics. They need to be catchy, but they need to be connected to the original song. And that includes, you know, the cadences, the phrasing, the syllables, not trying to say too much, but also being able to fill the time properly and using that exact same rhythm and the same cadence as the original song. And I think that's what makes a parody song relatable, catchable, and effective. And it's not easy, but it does come naturally to me. And I've been able to write these songs in about 10 or 15 minutes often, because, you know, I'll hit a hook like 53 Horvat Magic or whatever it may be, and it'll just, or Seasons of Cup instead of Seasons of Love, and things like that. You know, another goofy one was for Ryan Miller. It was, instead of Boyz II Men's I'll Make Love to You, it was I'll Show Glove to You. You know, little things like that where it's catchy and it's a lot of fun and it connects to the original song. So I've talked for about 12 or 13 minutes now about Canucks music. You can see I'm very passionate about it. I would love it. I invite you to go and check out some of my older videos. You can see how good and how bad some of them are. And leave a comment below. Do you like parody songs? Do you care for them? If so, if you're leaving a comment, it's probably because you do. But if not, that's fine too. And if you happen to remember one of my songs from back in the day, maybe leave a comment below. Which one do you remember and why? I'd love to read that as well. So thanks again for watching. This is part 2 of Cool Canucks Experiences, talking about parody music. Leave a comment below. I'd love to read, reply, and react to it. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Give this video a like if you like what I'm doing. And in my next, in part 3, which I'll probably do early next week, I'm going to talk about a couple of experiences, actually, with Marie and with Ariel, witnessing them sing the national anthems at Rogers Arena for the Vancouver Canucks. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.